So, since we are all here, I want to say welcome back under the rug, folks. This is episode 98, I believe.
What? We almost
at 100, almost at the century mark now.
Greg, you need the 100
Yes, ma'am.
episode cake. By the
Yes,
way, happy
yes.
Sir Randall Fawkes Day.
Yes. Well, we can get into that. Matter of fact, let's start off by extending condolences to the families, friends, loved ones of those that were lost during that tragic accident on the Labor Day March. For those that don't know, like I said, the details as of this time are sketchy, but from what we understand, a pickup truck, as they said, lost control. We're hearing conflicting stories saying the driver came out of the vehicle while it was moving.
They put it in park.
And didn't put it in park.
I heard a lot of that.
Yes, a lot of different stuff. But it just ran over a large group of people and confirmed, I think there are 4 dead and about 24 persons injured right now.
Yeah.
2 died at the scene. The other 2 died at hospital, one at doctors, one at PMH. And that's the only thing I think we have confirmed at this point. It is a very, very sad day on a day where you're supposed to, celebrate, regular people, good workers, you know what I mean? This had to happen, and it's very unfortunate. And like I said, we want to extend our condolences and our sympathies out to the families and friends of those persons that were lost and injured. We probably won't speak too much on it because personally, I don't like to speak on things that I don't know about completely. If I don't have all the details, I don't like to jump to conclusions, but I can address what I've been seeing on social media as it relates to people reacting to it. And from what I see, it's a lot of people jail him, lynch him, kill him. How stupid could you be? How could you leave? You know how we go as Bahamians, Chrissy.
We going all the way there already?
Already, we done gone there. We want lynch the person. We want jail the person. We don't know what happened.
How black people could be calling for lynching, though?
Because, we extreme, Chrissy. Yes, and this the internet. The internet just activates that.
I soon opt out of the internet. I could see that my days on the internet ain't long. Too many stupid fucking people in the world.
Yeah. And I understand why people would be outraged to a degree. But again, it's to jump into conclusions. If you don't know exactly what happened and you just going off a hearsay, I don't think you should be jumping to those kind of extreme conclusions.
Well, that's anger too.
Yeah.
It's anger because, let's keep it real. Coming out of your car without putting it in park does make you want to tell the person they're an asshole.
Mm-hmm. So but then again, like I said, if that's indeed what
happened, if that's just one, I like to deal with either or. So if that's what it is, I'm like full extent of the law where applicable, deal with him, blah blah blah. Right? If it's if it comes under other umbrella and it's an accident based on a mechanical failure, it goes back to a lot of Bahamians do a lot of stupid things when it comes to vehicular maintenance.
Talk louder, Jay.
Say what?
You can't hear him good?
Yes, I on a busy road. Talk loud.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I say a lot of Bahamians do a lot of stupid things when it comes down to vehicular maintenance and vehicular safety. So if it's an accident based on any of those type of things, I still think he should be held accountable with negligence to set the tone for a lot of these, especially heavy duty equipment operators. They take a lot of chances. Just the other day with the kid that got crushed with the crane down in, I think it was Exuma or Luther.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know about that. Wow.
But then people got to be careful, man. I know we get excited and exuberant, but I just think, we all do dumb shit, but some people just have it down to a friggin' science.
Yep.
I agree.
Dumbness kills.
Dumb as rocks.
Yep, I agree.
Sorry. I know it's not the popular thing to say.
But if it's true, you know what I mean. Someone has to say it, and that's
especially in a Bahamian crowd. There's always a couple jackasses.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not so much on the whole lynch him, jail him bandwagon. If that is what happened, if he did, jump up, because from what I'm hearing, people are saying he jump out to dance. You know what I mean? Jump out the truck to go dance or whatever, which is highly irresponsible, very stupid. Very careless, something that shouldn't take place. But they are acting, the reaction I'm saying is they're acting as though this person is a murderer that went out on a rampage, hit the gas and sped through and, intentionally drove over a bunch of people.
Like they did in New York.
Right. Like that's how people are reacting to it. And like Jay just said, and I'm glad that he said it, we all do some stupid things from time to time
Yeah,
that could result in death. I mean, as simple as texting and driving.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm sure we all are probably guilty of it to a degree.
And
any
distraction.
One look down at your phone, you could run somebody over.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So what are we? So are we supposed to lynch you if that was to happen in that case?
Yeah, we've done dumb shit, but many people have done that. Many people have killed with their vehicles. Anyway, child, I just hope them people, their soul finds some eternal rest. Because once again, and I don't mean to be the voice of doom, but for those of us who've been covering the Labor Day before it was called Sir Randall Fox Labor Day Parade, Labor Day was never organized. It was always people doing shit in the road. You see, Bahamians don't like they're the truth.
Yeah, no, she's absolutely right.
He always was doing fuck on Labor Day, so this ain't nothing new.
Oh, really?
And
see,
now
I don't go.
Dead.
I don't go to Labor Day parades. I've never been to any, so I don't know what they're all about.
What?
Because it's not all. It's not organized. It's not. There's no unity. Sometimes there's multiple marches going on. The roads aren't as secure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the purpose of it? Like, what's the origin of the Labor Day parade anyway, Chrissy? Enlighten people like me that don't know the full story about this whole Labor Day march.
Well, like most things in life, we all know that when we, the black majority, took over, Labor helped the black majority to take over. Were it not for Sir Randall Fox, you may remember, who was one of the people who helped to break the tie between the PLP and the UBP, Labor played an important part in our independence and our struggle for equality. So Labor has always been important. I can't remember why it's the first week in June, first Friday in June. I used to know that, but I ain't America. I don't give a fuck no more. Y'all do what the fuck y'all want to do. I got to worry about being called nigga in America. But it was named after Sir Randall Fox a couple of years ago by the then Christie administration. But we've always celebrated Labor Day. You all may be too young, but you had the House of Labor on Wolf Road. You had many persons in the labor fight who helped to get this little piece of equality that we have in the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm. The House of Labor is still there. It's a bit run down.
Say again?
They use it. No, the House of Labor is still there. It's a bit run down, and they use it.
Do we maintain anything? Look at the Churchill building. Look at the Houses of Parliament. Look at the Senate. Anyway, you know what I did? So I'll do today. Whatever. We don't maintain
Jasmine is saying the worst part is the fact that the stupid parade still went on even after this tragedy. That speaks volumes to the kind of people Bahamians are.
So they didn't even stop the parade.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard it went on. People still went on partying. What are your thoughts on that?
Niggas and onions make you cry. How you could damn have 4 people dead? Mm-hmm. But then again, let me be disgusting. You know, Whitney Houston laid dead in the bathtub while they still at the Grammy party. So,
your thoughts, Jay? You think they should have stopped the parade? What do you think they should have done once they found out this happened?
Definitely, it should have stopped. It should have stopped. A lot of care and should have gone into the 20 injured. But again, the 4 was dead and then tending to the injured as well. It's a tragic scene. Stop it. Put the emphasis on that, and then you go about your business. Not to say carry on the parade, but let the police, let the emergency personnel take over and shut it down. We just don't care much for our brethren. So it's like, oh, okay, that's what it is. It's just like when you see an accident, you look and then you care about your business. That's all it is.
I gotcha. So essentially, life was gone.
That is just abysmal. Sorry, I can't hear y'all. There's plenty noise. So if I talking over you, sorry.
No problem. That's fine. But Veronique is also agreeing and say, yes, they should have stopped it. My disrespect to the victims and their families. Like I said, I don't want to, I don't have much to say because I really want the details. I'm very curious to know what exactly happened. And I saw some people asking, like, how could so many people get run over? Because they're trying to figure out how did the truck pick up that much speed? You know what I mean? Like, how did it generate that much speed to kill 4 people and injure 24? So, like I said, the details are very sketchy. Like, we really have to really find out exactly what happened because I don't want to just continue to go with hearsay. Even though some of it may be true, you know what I mean? I don't want to continue to go with hearsay. So all we can do at this point is just wait until the more details come out and the investigation takes place. Yeah, well, hey, we should have the details because there's a lot of people out there. It's not like it was a small event.
Yeah,
It's
and it marked the Labor Day parade now. It's
Yeah, it's
going to
been
dominate.
marred.
It's going to dominate the headlines for the next 2 to 3 days, depending on what stupid thing comes out of another politician's mouth. So it is. It's we're gonna find out certain things.
They famous for stupidness, but I can save my comment about stupid politicians when we start talking about the people's budget.
Well, let's get into the people's budget since we don't have all the details on this tragic event. Let's get into the people's budget, Chrissy.
and there is some clarity about some things. It's still stupid, but there is some clarity and some explanation. I went to a few events and I heard some speakers talk about certain things, and we will get into it as we get there.
Chrissy.
First of all, who the fuck is the deputy prime minister to tell us to live within our means when they be spending our money, traveling our entourage,
$1 million a year consultant, another $1 million consultant coming in.
He have a lot of motherfucking nerve, dear Peter. I know you may think it's sweeter with Peter, but you just ran the fuck out. When I heard that, I was like, no, this motherfucker didn't. How dare you tell us about living above? Now, some of us do live above our means. But you, when you flew to get us off the blacklist, how much was in the entourage? Don't make me call the names of people who didn't have to be there. I like how we got to pay for y'all to get grind on y'all business trip. Really?
Yep. What would you, if you had a big pot of money that you could tap into at any time that you didn't have to contribute to and you didn't have to account for, how would you act?
Well,
you know what I mean?
All, I'm a different kind of person. I tend to think about others. I'm not a selfish cunt like most of those people who run in the House of Assembly are. I tend to wonder. My country is popped down. My infrastructure is poor. Hospitals are terrible. Schools are terrible. I would watch the coffers. But you would tell Bama people to live in their means when y'all been grinding and dollar whining on us from 1973? They forget it. And it's the FNM and the PLP for the record. And their PLP.
Yep. No, it's good.
And I was going to say, now, Chrissy, you know that's been my thing from long time. From long before the election, even when you had your red FNM cape on for a while.
I had to have on my red FNM cape because I expected to. Guess what? The PLP had to fucking go. And independence wasn't going to cut it.
See, and this is exactly how you can continue to get grind election after election.
That's not true. They're going to be
your disdain for the other party causes you, and not you, Chrissy, but us in general, as a nation, your disdain for one, because you're going to be mad at this government, right?
Yep.
At the end of this cycle, you're going to be mad at the FNM for all these things, and you're going to be so mad, you're going to say, oh, they got to go. And just like Chrissy said just now, what's going to happen? Them same PLP who you all was just pissed off at last election can roll themselves back in, and you all can say, well, hey, I can't trust these independents. We got to go with what we know, and then you can vote for the same people that was grinding you before this government started to grind you, and the never-ending cycle continues. That's all we continue to do in this country.
Unlike you, I believe out of 400,000 Bahamians, whether it's PLP or FNM, out of 400,000 Bahamians, I believe that there are some people who are altruistic and give a shit about the country. I'm sorry. You see, while I could paint everyone with that sweeping-ass broad brush, I just want to know, again, stupid things politicians say, how any person in the Bahamas government, when you look at our record of spending since 1973, could be looking in the people's face and telling them they must stop living above their means. Who does live more above their means than politicians?
See,
and you
Chrissy,
living above your means on our money.
But Chrissy, I know you realize.
Contract, your cronyism, your teething.
But I know you realize these people do not class themselves with us peasants. They look at us as tools. You think they care about us? The rules they set don't apply to them. This is how they operate. This is how you can have a Jeff Lloyd admit that they did something illegal and there are no repercussions for it.
But hold on, Jeff Lloyd admit they did something illegal, but Carl Bettel say they didn't, and he's the attorney general.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, there is no accountability. So you think they checking for them? No. Y'all poor niggas got to live amongst y'all means. Listen, stop spending so much money. Don't worry about us now. Don't mind how much we spending and how we living. Y'all worry about y'all. We can levy these taxes on y'all. We can raise these taxes. We can put these extra fees. Y'all absorb it, and y'all can like it. That's how they treat us. They don't care about us. I don't know if y'all don't realize that. I mean, y'all believe them with these campaign promises and think they care about y'all when it's time to vote. But I never, ever believed that these political parties ever really cared about the well-being of the country as a whole. Never. And that's me. And I've been saying that. I've been consistent with that. And I've been saying both of them, they have the same objectives, the same goals, and the same ways of operating. They may do things a little different here and there, have a little different kind of strategy here and there. But at the end of the day, the result is the same. No matter which one of those parties you put in, this is what you're going to get. Do you see him, FNM, right? The same. And I like how the journalists doing their job at a very good rate right now. They really digging up things and being real journalists. Nassau Guardian, they pulled up Minister's quote from 2016, I think it was, where he said he doesn't believe in raising taxes. He believes in removing taxes. He said it's lazy. The same minister just said this 2 years ago. Now look, what changed?
Peter Turnquist had a quote on the spy bill along with Adrian. What his name is? Adrian. I can't remember right now. It's irrelevant. He's the chairman for water and sewage. Talking about the spy bill and how invasive it is and all this other stuff, and they seem to vote for it. The exact same bill.
Hypocrites.
Not
That's
even a year
all
later.
they are. All they do is they say one thing in opposition, and then when they get elected, say a completely different thing. And I don't know for the life of me when Bahamians will realize these people are disingenuous.
And here's the thing. My whole thing is this. It comes with a certain level of honesty for me. If you say that this spy bill is a consequence for some treaty that we signed, be upfront and be honest. That's it. We can't kill you for that. You understand? Your hands are tied. But don't just come with it like it's all black bills like, yeah, we got to do it now. And then you're introducing these spy bills without any checks and balances for yourself. There's no freedom of information.
The same bill they were criticizing.
There's no integrity bill. There is no recall bill. You understand? There's no independent body that monitors government to say when you abuse certain powers. Come on.
Let me ask you all this, because we have these people, right? Matthew Tinker says, I don't care what you all say. The Bahamas debt must be dealt with. What are your suggestions that is tangible and impactful for debt reduction? Talk. They all do. Jay.
Okay. For me, you didn't have to go and raise VAT by 60% to 12%. You could have looked at kind of restructuring the royalty scheme for natural resources like salt, aragonite, and sand that we continue to dredge that we get nothing from. You could look at, we have legislation on stem cell, but we have no facilities or anybody coming in to do stuff. I know the stem cell thing is linked to Peter Nygard. You don't want to give him a facility, but there are other bodies that you could attract to bring them here, right? Also, we have this mindset. Carl Bethel admitted that the government isn't going to change its view, even though CARICOM is looking to change their view on medicinal and recreational marijuana, right? And tell the federal government that founded this law, this mentality against that very quote-unquote drug based in racism and control, right? We're a black nation. We need to take advantage of getting ahead of the curve before the Western world changes their mind. Canada is about to do recreation and medicinal within a year, right? So you legalize, you regulate that. National lottery, instead of taxing the number guys that who in this industry up to 50%, if they have 100 million, you don't put no infrastructure into their business. You don't help them pay their employees. They're building, they're renting, they're helping the economy right now. So what you do, you install a national lottery so you get those gains from that, saying that Bahamians gamble anyway, and you take that and you put that into education instead of reducing education budget every single year. You put that into healthcare to help build a new freaking hospital. That's what you do. You don't have to go and tax the poor people, the middle class, into fucking oblivion.
And here's my thing about it. This whole system of operating that we have is flawed. It's the issue. Because you borrowing from Peter to pay Paul. Every time you borrow is more interest. You ain't gonna never pay a debt off if you continue to borrow and incur more debt, right?
Oh, so blah, blah. Same talks.
we continue to borrow. What do you want to read?
No.
So let me see. Blah blah blah. Same talks and no action. Why, if they are great at what? Why, if they are great ideas, have you not stepped up into it and be wealthy?
Exactly.
Okay, hold on. Let me get back to what I was saying. Right.
Hold on.
So
So
we
you wanted
continue-
the ideas.
He doesn't want the ideas. You can't see that's clear. He just wants to.
Fucking jackass.
He is one of the people that just wants to talk as well because he asked. If I'm not mistaken, he asked for the ideas as to how we can pay off the debt. Right? Jay laid out a bunch of ideas, and what did he say? Talk. Well, excuse me, Matthew. You asked for talk. You asked for ideas to how to pay off the debt. Okay, so you can't ask for someone to give you ideas to do something and then say, "Oh, well, all you're doing is giving me ideas." This is what you asked for, my good sir. Now, let me get back to what I was saying with how we are structured wrong. Right? The problem is government is too big.
Yeah, I agree.
At the end of the day, the Bahamas government is too big for this small country
less than
of
a
just
half a
about
million
300,000 to
people.
400,000 people. Government is way too big. So we pay out way too much in salaries and these contracts and all of these wastages that we have, and we are very inefficient. We spend too much money renting these buildings that we have, these
We don't
unnecessary buildings that we don't own. We spend all kind of money on those things.
A lot of money.
So we will never get out of debt the way we operate now because we spend too much money. You can't get out of debt if you continue to spend more than you make. And if you decide that, okay, well, we can raise taxes so we could bring in more revenue, right? Well, if you bring in more revenue and you're still spending at the same amount or more, it's not doing anything to pay the debt off. We have to control expenditure. We spend too flipping much. And government is too big. Now, there's a big problem with that because to shrink government, that means you have to
Lay off.
let people go.
And,
right?
and to the credit, because I have an inside view of what they have been trying to cut back with the thing. It is very challenging. It is very challenging. But it's being done slowly. So for that, I could give them that bit of credit. But everything else is a bunch of shit.
And we have to shrink government, but we have to improve our economy. So the private sector is going to have to absorb the jobs that need to be made redundant from government, right? You cannot. And this, what they're doing now is working against that, because if you continue to tax people, you then take money out of their pockets, which could have been money that they had made to open their own businesses, invested in other businesses to stimulate the economy, to be able to hire more people, to take those employees off the government hands. So taxation, you cannot tax your way into prosperity. You can't do it.
Here's one more bright fucking idea for anybody that could give it to a politician. We call tourism on number one. Because of our proximity to the North America, we're blessed with some tourism, right? Instead of allowing foreign direct investors to come in here, build boutique hotels, big mega hotels, and take nearly 100% of those profits outside of the country, why don't you look at what's happening in the shift of travel? People are reserving and renting houses and second homes to go in, and people say, "Oh, only the rich have second homes." No. We have a lot of people within the islands, outside of fucking Nassau, that have properties that need grants to build up and allow them to build those houses or second homes or boutique hotels or whatever the fuck you want to call it, and allow 100% of that revenue from that new inventory of rooms that you need anyway to stay within the community, circle around, and then you can tax that revenue as opposed to having 100% of it go out of the country.
We do that, Jay.
Who lives on the same coast, the same cove as Kamala Miki and Andres, can't get any value for the property, the acre that she owns on the beach, because the bank doesn't recognize it, the government doesn't recognize it. But you could use that same property on the same cove as the $1.5 million houses right across the bay, and you could have people come there for 2-3 weeks, as they do. Europeans travel like that all the time. That's why Mangrove Key is doing so well. You understand?
We've been doing that. We've been doing that. But the problem is that only certain people are paying the taxes. The second homeowner, who is foreign and light-skinned, is using their second home as a hotel and not participating in the taxes that other Bahamians are paying, like Sheila at Love at First Bite and staff at Creek Andrus. So we've been doing that. The problem is that the taxation is unfair to us, like everything in the Bahamas. The taxation is unfair to its citizens.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people rent their home in Exuma as hotel and they ain't paying an ounce of tax into our treasury. So these things, again, that's why I've been quiet because we've been saying the same shit since 1973.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And Tania said, let's talk about the consolidated fund. That's another issue because
The
that
black
whole
hole.
the black hole where all money is going, we can't tell where they spend it or whatever. We do need to designate, like, why isn't all revenues generated from road traffic go towards road maintenance and stuff like that? Why can't we itemize things like this? We create separate accounts for different revenue streams, right? So road traffic stuff goes into this account for road traffic, and that's where all the road maintenance and everything that deals with road
Immigration.
traffic gets done. You know what I mean? Like, why can't we do that? But then again, I think the consolidated fund, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Chrissy, that's a constitution issue. So we'll have to have a referendum to change how money goes into the consolidated fund, correct?
I've heard that before, but the Ministry of Finance has created line items for all kinds of stupidness. Ain't they just created a line item for the office of the spouse of the 10th cousin first remove? Ministry of Finance could do a lot of what it wants to do. And remember, for most of our history, except with Hubert Minnis, the Prime Minister has been the Minister of Finance. If Ministry of Finance wanted to fix our deficits, they could do it. So while I love Marlon, you got to come with more than town meeting and talk. You got to come with action. I'm just...
But at least Marlon is consistent. Like, he's not double talking, you know what I mean? And he's saying, listen, this is either this or you have to let people go. And I think he's saying what I was saying earlier.
Can he double action? Can he do some double action?
Well,
Is that double?
I hope so, but I mean, I guess he's limited in what he can do
he's limited in
himself,
his
you know what I mean?
powers,
Because he's the financial secretary. There's only so much he can do. You know what I mean? The people, like you said, the minister, they have the power to do a lot of things. They just don't.
Peter
They
Turnquist
just
is an
don't seem to want
accountant. The deputy prime minister is an accountant.
Mm-hmm.
CPA means something else. Yeah, I mean cabbage, potato, and arsenic. I just, I can't take it, man.
But that's my thing, and I see a lot of people outraged. They should, people can feel how they want to feel. But I mean, I knew this day would come. I didn't know it would come this soon. I didn't know it'd be this quick. But I know it was going to come once they got VAT implemented in 2013.
And they saw how great it was.
But where's the money? Where's the money? Where's the? See, I'm in America where you pay taxes.
Alquitas tell you where the VAT money going, Chrissy?
Alquitas need to go straight to hell. My thing is this: from 1973, successive governments, Pindling, Ingram, Christie, Minnis, have wasted our money, wasted our resources, and once again, the people who are called on to fix it is us.
Yep.
No one is punished for the stupidness that they do. Like when Frank Watson bought all them boat and thing with Enwick, did he get punished?
Of course not.
Okay. When Baldwin Battle. Anyway, you know what? Y'all talk. I can listen.
No. People need to look back at
Thank
record of the wastage.
Do you have sriracha?
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Crush
government
red pepper?
officials aren't held accountable, and they are not going to change that. You are not going to change something that gives you the will and the right to do whatever you want and not be held accountable for it. This is why they don't do this.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
The wheel needs to be broken.
So why hasn't it been done as yet?
Because unfortunately, we select and elect these sudden people who looking for government to take care of them. Hold on, about these meatballs still.
Where you is? See, you ain't got to eat corned beef like the rest of us, man. You over there eating meatballs. We got to
eating corned beef, but
we got to extend fire
Excuse
engine.
me. Excuse me. Did you not see my show yesterday, The Corned Beef Keys to Success?
No, I ain't watched it yet.
Obviously, you ain't watched that yesterday.
No, I ain't watched it yet. I watched
see,
it.
before you tell me you was doing your show, I had things to do, but I won't be a part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I done being rude now, sitting up here being a terrible date. Not that kind of date. Shut up. Not that kind of date. Shut up.
Chris, you want a date? Chris, you find mine? Chris, you find mine?
Thank you.
Turn the camera on.
You know what?
Who it is? Let's see them. Ain't nobody can see Chris. Ain't nobody watching. Let's see what it is.
A
Just
date
between
doesn't
me, you and
just
Jay.
mean a date doesn't just mean a man.
Oh, you switch over, Chrissy?
Okay,
Chrissy, you up the fence?
you on a business date?
Like, oh,
Are you on a business date?
This is a friendship date.
A friendship date.
oh, that's what you
Yeah.
calling it?
You
That's
know
what you
what?
calling it now?
Okay, let's see your
Y'all
friend.
scared
then.
me. You better see that damn 12.5%. I had extra 5 for getting goosey.
You are the extra one. Well, hey, listen,
5%.
I can see it. I've been seeing it. I do the calculation the other day, yesterday, I think it was, and I done paid the government over $3,000 alone in VAT money for the year. Just
It's
VAT.
ridiculous.
That's only
And
VAT.
that's you. Meantime, Perry Christie and Hubert Ingram and Lyndon Pinland widow getting all our pension money, and Bahamians got to pay y'all bills. Boy, y'all only because look here, Bahamians, y'all lucky Bahamians passive.
Very, very, and we are very
'Cause-
passive. And like I say, all we can do is we can beat our gun up, come up, we can
And
run
pay your
around on
VAT.
Facebook, we can call the chalk shows, and we can cry and complain. But when it comes to action, we ain't really can do nothing. Like, and the next, how much time, Jay? How much time you give it for people to just absorb this new fee and just carry on with life?
Well, we're gonna start July 1st, right?
Mm-hmm.
July 2nd.
I'm gonna go on vacation. I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna watch all the people that travel still, have the import still,
Lie to customs.
go to the grocery still. They're gonna take it within 2 weeks. It's gonna be adjustment, whatever, and then
You should
everybody
get-
be like, "I broke and busted."
But tell me something. Why is it that VAT, and this is how slick they is, right, Chrissy? I know if you noticed this. Well, I know you noticed this. You've noticed these things. VAT is going up to 12% on July 1st. Quick, they put it on it dead quick.
They
Bam.
didn't
VAT
give
going up.
they didn't give you the January one situation
No,
like
they didn't
Perry
give you
did.
months in advance. You got a month, 1 month.
No, but hold on. Remember, our budget year starts July.
Right. But tell me this though.
Yeah, but
But that ain't what I just get. That ain't what I get now, right? Watch this. So VAT going to 12% July 1st. Now they say they're removing some items, the bread basket items and
Yeah.
other items will be VAT free.
I could talk to you about that.
Battery-
But that don't
battery
start
for
till
y'all car.
August.
Right.
So they have a full month
Of
to get this
Goosey and ya.
12% on everything
Of course.
before VAT, bread basket items become exempt for VAT. A whole month to get this 12% on everything.
And before
So why is it that the bread basket items are not VAT free until August, and then VAT goes up to 12%? Why they couldn't do both on July 1st?
all for me, baby.
That's the
Why do you
big-
think that is, Chrissy?
Because government, again, remember, and I say this about our governments, and black people get offended, but government wants to make sure that they're always able to tax you. So as long as they can ride that horse out and they do their voodoo economics, they're going to do their best to get as much money out of the citizens as quickly as they can. So I'm not surprised that they put it off for 30 days. That is what governments, especially the Bahamas government, again, we got to pay for your stupid mistakes. When Lyndon Pinland buy that post office from a Jamaican friend on East Street Hill, right? What been rotting from ever since we buy that, we again got to pay for your mistakes. When Hubert Ingram sell out all our cable communications and Bahamian people suffering, we got to pay for your mistakes. When Perry Christie, I don't like calling the roll, but why must we pay for your constant stupid mistakes for 45 years? Why is that our problem?
Because we allow it. We don't do
Well-
anything about it.
Y'all continue getting grind, child. I could be ready to eat my meatball.
Hey, I might go one over you, Chrissy.
Tell me.
What's that?
I may escape.
You pushing out Jay?
I-
Because I think I remember I
No,
see you
Jay.
on Facebook saying you going to run now. You trying
So-
to run for office now. You
so-
tired?
Jay,
I could need a break between now and then.
Jay,
I
Jay.
could need, you think I could pay 12% and run?
So
No,
you-
boy.
So you moving with your cousins them and going to Canada too?
I don't need my cousins them to go to Canada, bro.
You forget Jay married. Jay married someone who could take him away. But hold on, Jay. If we all leave, then what?
I would not leave. It's just a reality that I'm faced with. It's like, listen, I need to do certain things for me and my family to get somewhere in order for me to really put in. Because if I was to seriously in 2020 try to run, I don't do anything to lose. You understand? So if I do run, I'm running to win, whether it be independent, But I'm joining forces with another group or whatever the case may be. I run to win.
See Junior Williams saying his brothers like you two who is going to change the ish for the young people soon be in charge.
Your
Soon
young
be in charge.
people,
Well, I don't know. See, and again, Junior, it's up to people like y'all. It's up
change
to
it for yourself.
like us. It's up to us to go out on that limb and elect differently.
I'm gonna
Vote
take a chance.
for
I'm gonna do
different
it, but I
people.
could need a break.
We
I could need a
can't
break.
allow people to be bullied. And I ain't like Chrissy is one of them. She's my girl, but she's one of them who was bullying people last election.
I don't
Like
bully
most of the
people.
older folk,
I don't
bullying
bully
people,
people.
telling them they wasting their vote on independent
Yeah.
or they wasting their vote on this person, and just trying to influence people on how to vote.
You deal in
We have to be
fantasy. I
the
deal
ones
in
to
reality.
Say again?
You deal in fantasy. I deal in reality. I know the
See?
Bahamas.
See?
No, but here's the thing. There was once a reality where there would not have been a majority rule. They had to break that wheel.
No, but
They had to take a chance.
But here's
That's-
So we
the
need to recreate that energy
but how
to take back and break the wheel between
Majority
the
rule
That's what I'm
and
saying. People
independence
think
was
the
gonna
argument
happen no matter
eats
what.
itself, right?
Mm.
It's a fantasy because people like you continue to say these things and
People
make
like
people feel a way
behemoths.
about voting differently. So you scare them or bully them into making your position a reality.
No, it's about knowing the
That's what you
reality of your
guys do.
people.
And that has always
Behemoths.
been my issue. That's always been my problem with people that say those things about people that choose to go outside of the norm, which is this two-party
No,
gangster system.
you could go outside the norm, but you have to realize that there are consequences. And we all know how the Bahamas was built. But y'all
There's
carry on
consequences going
smoothly.
with the norm, and we are seeing those consequences right
been
now.
there in those-
Guess
We've
what?
been seeing those
I know
consequences.
a lot of the independents who ran this time thought they were the first to doing something, but we've always had third forces and independent candidates. That ain't nothing new.
Ain't nobody saying that, Chrissy. What I'm saying is, there are people like you that were bullying people last election and making
I don't
them
bully
feel
people.
foolish. Huh?
I don't bully people.
We got the shows, you know.
Chris, you vote for me?
It depends
We
on
got
what
the
you're
shows.
doing.
Chrissy,
I was
Matthew say you
merely-
look like you are Taj.
I wish I
Why,
was a
why,
Taj
they, why they
Mahal.
doing that?
I wish I was a
Why they
Taj
doing that?
Mahal. But see, thanks to Machu and his government, what don't want to give people justice, I ain't coming home to sit up in no jail. So all y'all can kiss my entire black ass. What about that?
Oh, he's
I don't-
Matthew is hardcore FNMA. Not that I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Matthew is hardcore FNMA.
Machu so hardcore that if you
I can
scratch
tell.
a match around him, he'll light right up. Torchy.
I can tell. But yeah, that's my thing. We got to do different. I see a lot of people complaining, but I'll be disappointed but not surprised.
Bahamians ain't gonna do nothing because Bahamians are passive. They allow people to run over them. It's been that way from 1973, and it will continue to be that way until Bahamians grow a nutsack and do something.
I agree, but that's my thing. My thing is growing the nutsack is voting otherwise. Stop voting for the same thing and then complaining when you get the same treatment you have been receiving all of this time. You can't complain if that's what you chose. You have seen the pattern. We have seen it over and over and over and over again. If you choose to select this particular thing and you know what it's going to do, don't get mad when it does what it does.
The CSP
You understand?
all the way.
You
What's
can't get
CSP?
mad at the shark for
Huh?
biting you if you go in the water
What's
bleeding.
CSP? That's your party.
Common
eh?
sense party.
Oh
The what?
Lord, I can't
Common
take it.
sense party.
What that is?
CSP.
That's the new party?
That's
That's the
J
new
party.
party.
That's your
J
party?
That's my party.
J Party is the CSP. CSP 2022. That's when the election is, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
2022 CSP.
Chrissy, you want to join? I need rebels like you.
I'm done with you niggas. I mean,
So let's
Oops.
talk about this bread basket item situation because plenty of people have been talking about corned beef. Listen, I don't eat corned beef. I don't eat meat from the land. I was a pescatarian, so I don't eat them kind of things. Why Tony in on the list? Why is it specifically corned beef?
Here's the thing.
Yeah, that's
Dr.
a good
Quinn
question.
Science, we had a presentation last night at Hands for Hunger. Him and Stephen, Ash Henderson. I can't remember the other presenter's name right now, but he was like, they're going to be updating the bread basket items and food, fruits and vegetables and other things, but they had to put in a piece of, I think it's legislation to allow for that.
Wow.
So the update that he did promise a few weeks ago.
So you need an
Is
update for
going to
fruits
be
and
happening.
vegetables? What's that? You need an update for fruits and vegetables?
No, I think there's a legislation that allow for that update to happen without having to continue to go back to Parliament.
I
So
see.
yeah. So
And what
So
and
that
what
was
does
that
what does
the
Dr.
list that we
Dwayne
got.
Sands do for a living again?
he's a heart surgeon.
Okay then. About this meatball though.
Anyway, and he dispelled some of that. He said, "Listen, he knows that there is a conspiracy that you don't want people to be healthy and stuff like that." He said, "But as his personally for him, he had to he has a conscience. You understand? So he's gonna do what he can. And if some people believe in the theory, some people don't believe in the theory. It's up to them. But he's gonna do what he can.
Well,
And
that's
I took it at
wonderful.
face value,
That's
and I only can
wonderful.
wait and see.
Yeah, because I've
That's
seen. I looked
wonderful.
at the bread basket item list, and I was like,
Margarine.
Mustard, mayonnaise,
Margarine?
Why is margarine on there?
Margarine?
Margarine, one of the worst things you could
Yep,
possibly
yep.
put in your body.
Because they
You know
want
what
you
I
to
mean?
be sick. Because guess what? If you don't get sick from margarine, how you can drive my compressor C series? Y'all better eat that margarine and shut your teeth and carve your heart attack. Shut up.
Wow. Let me look, because I think I took a screenshot of the list that they had
mustard
in the
and
document.
stuff like that.
I didn't get to go through the entire document. You all know I don't like to read long, boring things, and that's a very long, boring document. So I was just skimming through pieces and looking for certain things in there. But I took note of the items that they have listed currently as the bread basket items that would be VAT exempt, and they are butter, which is good for me. I ain't gonna complain about that one.
Butter
Eyes
is
of the
good.
Bible, any butter. Eyes of the Bible, any
I'm
butter.
so
back
happy your cookies have butter in them. Praise
Boy,
God.
look here. I happy. but anyhow, we have butter, cooking oil, mayonnaise, grits, cheese, corned beef, evaporated milk, margarine, rice, flour, bread, tomato paste, baby cereal, baby formula, soup, broths, baby food, powdered detergents, condensed milk, soaps, fresh milk, and mustard. But why specifically mustard? What happened to ketchup? Like what?
I think ketchup is more luxury than anything. I don't know.
it's
I don't know. I said I don't know.
Did you just say ketchup is a luxury?
I don't know. That's probably how they thought about it. I don't know.
Chrissy, don't choke on the people's food, Chrissy.
Chrissy, are you okay?
Ketchup is a luxury.
Show them your ketchup bottle here. Show them your hunts.
Okay, so hold on. And I haven't seen it in this budget, but like I said, I didn't go through the entire thing. But I see a lot of people mentioning planes and helicopters being exempt, right?
And now there's
So-
another argument that I read.
Is that real?
It is true, but the hope is just the way we have the largest ship registry, one of the largest ship registry in the Western world. They're hoping that exemption will help to boost plane or aviation registry here as well.
So hold on. So ketchup is a
Right.
luxury, but a plane and helicopter ain't?
Greg, when you buy a
But
helicopter.
hold on. That exemption, quote unquote, that exemption is their way of saying that they're trying to create another large registry of things.
Oh, a
that is
helicopter
going to
registry.
pay dividends eventually. So that's
a
their way of
helicopter
helping
registry?
to grow a certain industry.
A helicopter
Chrissy?
registry. A helicopter registry. Helicopter registry, Bahamas. Helicopter. What you stop for? Y'all Aussie, but y'all Aussie as all hell.
Hey, I'm just going on what it is that they're saying. I'm not saying this is my idea. I have some other ideas to do certain things. Hopefully I'll get to implement them. What it is?
CSP
CSP,
2022.
Common Sense Body.
That's right.
CSP 2022.
We got to find a sign though.
We can
I
figure
got
something
one for you.
Show me. I like it.
I know
I
she's
like
gonna
it.
do
No,
that.
I like it. I like it. I like it. If Perry Christie could do it, we could do it too. Let's find it. Let's empower that.
That's the
But
symbol.
y'all like
That's the
fingers.
symbol.
Y'all like fingers. Ain't the FNM is this, the PLP is this, the DNA is this. So y'all getting this now. Yeah, take that.
That's
That's
right.
ones.
That's what the CSP could tell everybody. FNM or PLP? No, we CSP. We CSP.
So I've also seen the dialogue about them not liking black Bahamians being rich.
Oh,
So
Oh,
let's
I
get
saw
into
that.
that
my argument.
discussion.
That's my
Because
argument.
I've seen there's a sliding scale for the number bosses, apparently. That
Well, they need to
if
pay
you-
taxes. About
No, they
time
pay
Sabas
taxes
and
already.
Uncle Craig didn't pay. They need to
They
pay
already
more.
pay tax. They probably pay the most taxes. You know what I mean in terms of
Tell
rates.
Pete open up his wallet.
They're probably already high. But my thing is, so okay,
It's unfair.
So it is. So if gaming is a problem, are they going to implement the same thing on the foreign-owned casinos?
No.
Ding, 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 ding.
No.
Are they?
No.
But why
Because
you
if
expecting them
gaming
to
is
do
the
that?
issue, and you're saying this is sort of a syntax in a way. Syntax. I hate using the term
But why
syntax.
you
but you know
expect
what I
that?
mean.
They don't let y'all go in the casino to gamble. You would expect them to put a tax in favor of you black people? Please, sit down.
So your thoughts on it, Jay? What do you think
I
about
think
that?
it's absolutely unfair. I think those guys, they do pay the taxes. If they wanted them to do a little bit more, they could have figured a way to introduce a partnership to do a lottery, national lottery where
Y'all voted against that.
No. They vote against it, but they still
They
legalize.
still did it. They vote against the other one too.
So
not
the
just
the door is still open for them to do a national lottery. So I would have implemented a national lottery, have them front the majority of the money, to keep their tax rates the same. But this is outright robbery.
I hate it. And what do you know what I hate? I hate the principle of it, right? Me, I work hard as a business owner, right? As a business person, make the sacrifice, spend the money, make the investment, build my business,
doing other things too.
employ all of these persons, do all of this construction, stimulate this economy in this kind of way. And you can punish me for doing well because the more I make, the more you tax. You know what it is? 50%.
But that's how life is.
Make $100 million or more.
If you generate $100 million or more, they essentially own half your company.
Yep.
For doing nothing.
And that's gross.
They made no investment.
That's gross.
Made no investment in your business. They made no sacrifice. They did no work. They automatically own half of your company. That is gangsterism at its finest.
That's government.
I don't get it.
I don't care how you feel about numbers or the gaming industry. It's wrong.
Yeah, and if you're against numbers, then you should not have legalized and regulated it. You should have just said we are against this. We are not doing it. You can't do it and then say, well,
we said that.
We go own half.
We said that. We said we were against it, but Perry Christie
in
still
in
did
an
it.
opinion poll. It was a
a
constitutionally
$10
binding.
million opinion poll. Okay, then.
Yeah, it was
See,
an
again,
opinion poll. And guess what?
Wasting our money,
Mm-hmm.
and you
But it's
collecting
unfair.
your pension.
It is unfair.
And me as a small business owner, I look at it from a business aspect. That is completely outrageous. Like, how is it I making all of this sacrifice, I doing all of this work, and you just, hey, knock on my door, hey, I can need half of that, eh?
Half.
I need half of
That's
that,
the
please.
government. Half
That
of
is
the-
gangsterism. That
And
is
there's no
ridiculous.
corporate tax for anybody else. Only that industry.
That is
only
crazy.
the black-owned industry.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Come on, really?
Well, that's what y'all governments do. Again, y'all talk about
Come
the
on.
casino operators
Who's
who are
wearing the
foreign.
cape? Not me. I vote DNA.
The Bahamas, you voted DNA. The Bahamas government. When I say the
I
Bahamas
voted
government,
against the prime minister.
just because the FNM in the seat now, we're talking about the Bahamas government.
Yes.
Y'all can't even go across the bridge to go put your money in the slot.
Mm-hmm.
Know your place. Know your place.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
But that's how it is. And you keep
Let me
saying,
see.
well, we voted against it. I agree, but they still went ahead and did it. And that's the thing.
Sure.
That just goes to show you. And that was like, that shows you these people do not care what you think, what you want, what you
My
desire.
God.
I will care.
My God.
I will care.
They don't care. They run a
CSP.
campaign now.
CSP.
Or your ma's a man.
Say what?
CSP
or your ma's a man. You never heard that?
Thank you for the slogan. Thank you for the slogan. We are going. You know what? I'm gonna experiment with the Donald Trump effect. I'm gonna be as real and as candid and as possible with logic, and see what happens.
But that's just being yourself.
Yeah,
I mean, all you
I'm
have to
just
do is
gonna
be
be
you.
me.
Just be you.
Wow.
Aguilera
Wow.
Kadar fit me for a nice suit.
Uh-huh.
I
Yeah,
can
you
go on
need
the
your
stage
jacket.
and I go
You need
do
your
my
jacket.
thing.
Yeah, you need
Yeah.
your jacket.
Flashy.
Boy, let me
Just
let
don't
me-
wear
let me
that
plug my
members
computer
only
in.
jacket like Perry.
Say what? Members only jacket?
That last member. Perry was the last member. That members only jacket.
Yeah, but I think it's completely unfair, and I don't
I
like.
like to get juice up.
But what message you think that sends, Jay, to the people while I plug this laptop in? What message does it send when you see that?
What you mean, the scaling tax?
Yes, on
That-
just the number houses.
Money ain't for niggas. That's what it is. Like anything
Except
that
some,
we
except
own,
some.
that we control. The minute that you do well, they are going to come and take it from you.
Yeah,
And-
but that's the
and-
colonial government. That's the colonial system.
And yeah, that's all they did. Pilden only took it from the UBP. They have the same system.
And did us worse.
Then you see what he did. So Sydney wanted to come back and give back, and he said, "Get the fuck out of your own country." What the hell?
Sir Sidney gave back. Y'all teeth it. Y'all is
No,
just
no.
pieces of
I
the
know.
grass.
I know. A lot
I
of people
so
don't
tired,
know.
you know. I so tired, you know. Anyway,
And it's happening the same time. It's happening this over and over and over again.
Mhm.
So when do we
Mikey.
stop and break the wheel?
do you have spinach on my teeth?
It looks white from here.
I can't see
Okay, gotta make sure.
CSP for a clean and bright future.
that. I
It's the
can't.
people's time. If
It's
you
the
No.
want
people's
skin-
time.
We ain't using that.
It's the people's time
And you all
to
forget,
waste.
you only let them finish their slogan.
to waste.
It's the people's time to pay more. Y'all can pay more. And
Anyway,
this is
y'all
why y'all,
enjoy.
and I see all them people on the, when we was going to all these events and we was in the election coverage, Chrissy, all
I
the events
remember.
we've been doing with the people, and they say, "Oh, the people's time," and they jumping and celebrating
So
and all
excited.
of
I
that.
believed.
I'm like,
I believed it was. I thought, like I said,
You get
I,
also
I
you
know.
get swimming too.
I thought that when you look at the different personalities, that this was going to be a step away from stupidity, greed, and bullshit. But
I didn't think
alas,
so.
Mhm.
but
I didn't think
alas,
so. I saw the prime minister for who he was.
y'all carry
Someone
on
that
smartly.
clings on to power no matter what is thrown
And he
to
showed
him.
these things.
He showed that
these
as,
things before the election.
as the opposition leader. No one could remove him. He was steadfast in that.
This is why I was saying, I
Somebody,
don't know why.
excuse me. Hi. He was removed. Boo. You
No, he
forget
was
it?
removed as opposition leader, but that
Not the
didn't
leader of
that
the FNM.
shame. He was supposed to resign as the FNM leader, but guess what? He's like, no, hell no.
But I saw how he dealt with the media before the election. It's the same. That's why people saying, "Oh, I
Just
believed
because
in
you're
minutes,
media,
and I didn't
not-
know," and how he
Just 'cause
switched.
you're in
He
media
never
savvy,
switched. He was
that
like
don't
this
mean
before
nothing.
election.
If
He
you're in
was
media
before-
savvy, that don't
Who was
mean
media
nothing.
savvy?
If you're not media savvy, that don't mean nothing.
But this was he was. Remember the ABC 1, 2, 3 comment?
Bye-bye.
He was always dismissive of the media, even prior to the election. And I was like, this dude, he could be very dangerous. And I think even on the
So-
show before election, we was like, he could potentially be the worst prime minister we have. And you know that
Well, I
saying
doubt
plenty,
that.
especially
No,
after Perry.
No, Perry Christie has that crown cemented
Hey,
on his
listen,
head.
No.
hold on, Chrissy.
No,
It only been a year.
That
and
up for
Menace
discussion.
Done
That
do
up for
a lot of
discussion.
questionable things in
Yep.
this 1 year so far. Now they got 4 years to fix it and make up, but this only year 1, and he done on that try. It's like
I'd
you know when
bet
they
on
say,
that.
you know what they say. They had Perry as the worst prime minister ever. I think
Yes.
Menace was on the side, and he say, "Hold my bear," and he went up to get a
Let me-
challenge.
let me
Tag
show
me
you
in.
all-
Hold on,
Let me show y'all.
y'all think y'all see bad.
Tag
so-
me in.
Yeah, you watch this. That's what I saw. You
Listen.
understand? And this is what I'm
Lord.
seeing.
And-
But I saw it before the
Dangerous.
election.
And they have so many bright spots. Ellsworth Johnson, Diagula, Jeff Lloyd.
Even
they had so many
Ellsworth
bright
tired of
spots.
them.
I think
It's
that's what a lot of people-
it's very disappointing
Yeah, very
to
much.
see them with their tails tucked between
Yep.
their legs
Yep.
and toting the party line and quote unquote serving at the discretion of the prime minister.
You all forget it. Chrissy, you remember this? You forget Diagula when he was on the board, right?
the board of directors.
things of Bahama.
Yeah.
The things he
Oh,
was
yeah.
saying then, and now the things he is saying as a government minister. It's like, hold on, there's two different people.
Well, don't forget
it's called
before
lie.
Bahama even opened the soft opening, he was critical still.
yes,
Right, there was a chance Sarkis was having meetings at the office of the prime minister. He was showing up at swearing in
Yeah.
at different ministerial
God
stuff,
bless.
and then they screw him over. He
Poor
made a
Sarkis.
statement. He was checked, and now his tone has changed.
Yes.
Poor
Even
Sarkis.
minutes didn't show up to the opening. Was like, oh, this is a fake opening, and now all of
Poor
a sudden he
Sarkis.
praising Bahama because they provide all these
politicians-
jobs and it looked good on his government now. He has to
will
praise
say
Bahama, but beforehand he
anything.
was calling it fake.
Politicians will say anything to stay elected.
Yes.
Not Jay. CSP all the way.
To say and get elected, they would say anything. And I just waiting for the people to realize this. They don't care about your personal well-being.
Y'all
the
enjoy,
country's
child.
well-being. They just enjoy the power, the control, the privilege that they have. That they
My
are afforded.
God.
They are deities in this country. They are like gods, and that's how they see
My
themselves.
God.
And you see it, how they speak to you, the things they tell you, the way they dismiss you. They do not care.
My God.
No.
Hold on.
Now, this is just my observation. I'm sure they may be in their personal lives. They may be great people, nice people to hang around. I'm sure their family loves them. They're probably good providers. This is nothing personal. Anything that I say as it relates to politician is strictly professional.
Okay.
It's based on your job as a politician.
This
Anything
ain't
I
the
say,
Pusha T Drake
Yeah.
diss track. This ain't that.
oh no. We don't get points. This nothing personal. So because we can't separate it in this country. We have a difficulty with separating our professional from our personal selves, especially these touchy politicians. Anytime you attack them professionally and what they haven't done and what they're supposed to do, they take it personally and they want to attack people personally. I saw someone
Oh yeah, there's come in your inbox. There's come in your inbox and attack you.
Someone maybe was showing how terrible the bathrooms were in the schools.
Okay.
And he was like, you want to question, blah, blah. Maybe you didn't look into your personal life or something Jeff Lloyd said. He went personal. He didn't address the bathroom issue. He attacked the person that made us aware of the bathroom issue.
y'all petty,
He attacked the person with personal attacks. That was very disappointing. I was like, Jeff Lloyd, this is what you stooping to? Like it was so much promise.
The former deacon?
No, I never said the PLP all the way.
Say the JPLP all the way.
No.
CSP.
CSP,
Savannah, not PLP.
Empower yourself. Common Sense Party.
Yeah. Good luck with that, Jay.
Chrissy, we can work on you. Chrissy, we can work on you. I need you.
Chrissy doesn't care anymore. You all carry on smartly.
Hold on, I heard someone say, and again, I don't want to go with hearsay. I ain't going through the thing to see all the items. But that's true. Coin washes duty free now. Or that was just someone talking.
I think for a while now.
Yeah, that's before. I don't know if they're duty free, but they remember the last time that happened, they brought up the whole who owns the laundry mats. But there's the
that was like a year ago. I think that was in the last
budget. I got was what? And it's 250 pages. How long big it is?
You mean this one, this budget?
No, the one that people were sending around. I got some file that was long with all the items on it.
These things just be so long, man.
Yeah, because we run out.
While Jay say y'all redoing the whole bread basket thing, throw some tuna on there for your boy, eh? Listen, I don't eat no corned beef in these things. Throw some tuna on there for your boy, man.
Corned beef and tuna is Bahamian staples.
That's what I'm saying. Why? How you could have one without that, Chrissy?
Go get your one fish. Go your fish and go mince your fish. You want tuna? Go do that.
Please, go talk to the commercial fishermen and see what they're going through. You should take y'all have it bad.
Well, a lot of people.
I love y'all, but my friend just... I being rude now, so I gone. Okay, I tried to help out as long as I can, but my attitude is very poor.
I appreciate you for cutting in on your new date.
You know what? Look what you's run out.
Hi, friend.
You say you want a date, Chrissy? That ain't me.
You could hear us.
She going with a she.
Who said it was a Jay? Shut your teeth.
Me? He said it. I say hi, friend.
I say if she find mine, and she said why it have to be a mine. She said it wasn't
a date. Doesn't mean that you're out on a romantic encounter. See where y'all gone?
Hey. Hi, friend.
Hey, tell them hi for us, Chrissy.
Notice my headphones on.
Damn it, they can't hear.
That's why I asking you to tell them hi for us. You ain't gonna do that for your boys?
I be an American right now and get back to y'all when I be a Bahamian again.
All right, thank you, Chrissy. I appreciate you so much. I love you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to talk to us.
It's my pleasure. Dear Bahamas,
with 12%.
Take this L. This 12 L.
CSP.
I gone.
Later.
Happy Labor Day.
Yes. Well, no, we was hoping for a happy Labor Day, but unfortunately, it's overshadowed by the tragic events. But on that note, I think we covered basically everything. We covered the 12%. We covered the corned beef. We talked about the tragedy. You gave a whole list of ideas of how we could, pay off our debt.
That's the CSP manifesto. Look forward for it.
Okay, put that in documentation and send it out, man. WhatsApp, everybody is WhatsApp everything.
I know. I could put it in short videos.
Okay.
That's how people ingest information now.
I agree. That's not a bad idea.
Stephen Hanna, I need you. You fired the PLP. You can help me get elected, buddy. Shit in the wind.
Oh, yeah, that's what I call him. I say you destroy whole governments, boy. You was a big timer.
That boy is Thanos. You hear me?
I tell Thanos, these snappy fingers. Bam, PLP gone.
Very still mad at him.
But thank you so much, people. We just asked that you go ahead and share the video. We appreciate you for all your comments. 227 comments thus far. Thank you so much for tuning in. Go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We upload videos to YouTube as well. Search for Go Under the Rug, the Go Under the Rug podcast on YouTube. Sorry, and subscribe Also, we put the videos, the audio on SoundCloud. So soundcloud.com/go under the rug. We're on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, all that good stuff. Follow the Under the Rug podcast, our website, goundertherug.com. That's goundertherug.com. Please go ahead and you can find everything on if you just go to the website, you can get to everything from the website. So you go to goundertherug.com, you can get to our YouTube page, you can get to our SoundCloud page, you can get to our Facebook page. So just go to goundertherug.com. Continue to follow us. We appreciate you. Continue to share the video. And until next time, peace.